Mega yachts are not just luxurious ships. They are floating palaces created for those who are used to living at the very edge of what is possible, for the richest, most famous, and most influential people on the planet. Controlling such giants is only within the power of entire teams of professionals, because they cross oceans and enter the most prestigious corners of the world, from the azure shores of the Caribbean Sea to the enchanting Mediterranean. Today, we will embark on a mesmerizing journey through the world of incredible luxury and get acquainted with 15 of the most impressive mega yachts ever created by humans. Before we begin, I ask you to subscribe and give a like. It is not hard for you, but it will help me a lot. Enjoy watching. We climb even higher on the scale of luxury and encounter a yacht that in itself is a work of art from the future. This is Luminosity, a true pearl among modern super yachts. Its length is slightly less than 100 meters, and it impresses not only with its size, but also with the way it carefully combines technology and nature. This is a hybrid super yacht created using lithium polymer batteries, thanks to which it glides across the water almost silently and absolutely without vibrations. Traveling on it is like hovering above the sea without disturbing its surface. Luminosity is one of the most eco-friendly yachts in the world, allowing you to enjoy comfort without leaving a carbon footprint. It is the choice of those who want luxury without guilt. Inside, there are about 9,000 square feet of space, distributed over 4 decks, connected by an elegant glass staircase. Huge floor-to-ceiling panoramic windows open dizzying views, as if nature itself becomes part of the interior. Special attention is paid to the atmosphere. Digital flowers bloom on the walls, reacting to movement and creating the sensation that the vessel is alive. It breathes, feels, and responds to each guest. Luminosity accommodates up to 26 guests in 12 luxurious cabins, but its main pride is the master suite, which can be called a penthouse on the water. It is equipped with a private elevator that connects all levels of the vessel so that the owner can reach their apartments from any deck. And now, a bit of magic. On board, there is a steam room, an observatory for stargazing, a medical bay, and even a pool that can transform into a dance floor at the touch of a single button. This is exactly where you can throw world-class parties under the starry sky on board the greenest ship on the planet. Luminosity is not just a yacht, it is a living legend about the future that has already arrived. If the concept of Italian luxury on the water existed, its embodiment would be the yacht Benetti FB275, the pride of the legendary shipyard Benetti, whose name has for decades been associated with aristocratic style and impeccable taste. This giant, 108 meters long, is officially considered the longest yacht ever created by an Italian manufacturer. The cost of the vessel is estimated at approximately $200 million, and believe me, every cent spent here is visible to the naked eye. On 5 decks stretch 4,000 square feet of pure luxury, spacious relaxation areas, open-air dining rooms with panoramic views, soft sun loungers, and even a cozy corner with a fireplace and a fire bowl. At the stern, there are not 1 and not 2, but 8 jet skis, ready to be used at any moment. And in a specially equipped garage, even the owner's car has found shelter, a rarity even for mega yachts of this level. But Benetti FB275 is not only about comfort and elegance, it is also a technological revolution. The vessel can travel 6,500 nautical miles without refueling, reaching speeds of up to 18 knots. And a unique electric pump-driven propulsion system allows the yacht to move exclusively on electric power, without noise and vibrations. This is no longer just a private vessel. It is a new chapter in the history of sustainable seafaring. On board, there is a spacious heated pool, open terraces, lounge areas, and several spaces for dining in the fresh air. The designers took care of every little detail. There is not a single standard element here. Everything is custom-made. Benetti FB275 is a symbol of Italian engineering and sense of proportion, where modernity harmoniously combines with timeless classics. It seems to be created for those who have already seen everything, but still want to be surprised. The next mega yacht on our list is Tranquility. Its name translates as calm, but every time it appears in a port, it is a real event. It was this yacht that created a true sensation in the world of luxury, to such an extent that even stars of Kylie Jenner's level rented it for their own celebrations. In 2019, Kylie celebrated her 22nd birthday on board Tranquility, throwing a grand party in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. And how much did a week of such pleasure cost? At that time, the charter of the yacht was $1.2 million per week. For Kylie, this is, of course, just a drop in the ocean, but for the rest of the world, that amount sounds fantastic. However, the fame of Tranquility began long before that. In 2014, it received the title Yacht of the Year at the prestigious World Super Yacht Awards, and deservedly so. The length of this giant is 82 meters, and the interiors were created by the famous British designer Andrew Winch, known for his projects for the richest people on the planet. The interior impresses from the first step. This is not just a yacht. It is a 5-star hotel on the water. Huge halls, marble floors, soft sofas, mirrored ceilings, and warm lighting create an atmosphere in which you forget that you are in the middle of the sea. On board, there is a beach club, an indoor pool, another outdoor pool, a spa complex with a sauna and a Turkish bath, massage rooms, and all this to the sound of the sea and the whisper of the wind. For those who like to relax with comfort, Tranquility can accommodate up to 26 guests in 9 cabins, including VIP apartments and a luxurious master suite. And all this is serviced by a crew of 31 people who take care of every moment spent on board. Later, the yacht appeared on the market, put up for sale with a price tag of $200 million. For ordinary mortals, this is an impossible sum. For stars living in a world without boundaries, just another toy. In 6th place on our list is the yacht whose name has long since become synonymous with refinement and technical perfection, Dilbar. In 2016, specialists of the Lursen shipyard once again proved that they are capable of creating not just yachts, but real masterpieces of maritime art. Dilbar is 156 meters long and is among the 4 largest yachts in the world by length. But in terms of displacement, it has absolutely no equal. 15,900 tons of displacement make it the heaviest private yacht on the planet. Built to the order of a Russian billionaire, Dilbar immediately received a prestigious award, the World Super Yacht Award 2017, in the category Motor Yacht of the Year. And it is enough to look at its silhouette just once to understand why. The exterior design was developed by the famous Espen Oino, and the interior by the British studio Andrew Winch Designs. The result exceeded all expectations. The hull of the vessel is an elegant combination of metal and glass, thanks to which the decks are literally flooded with natural light. There are 3 of them in total, and each is a separate world, with panoramic halls, recreation areas, and terraces for dining in the open air. On board, there is everything one can imagine: a beach club with folding platforms, helicopter pads, marble staircases, offices, gyms, including one just for the crew, large reception halls, luxurious dining rooms and lounges, drowning in gold and soft fabrics. And now, attention. Inside Dilbar is the largest indoor pool ever built on a yacht. Its volume is 180 cubic meters, an entire underground sea surrounded by lighting and columns, as if in ancient Roman baths. The vessel can accommodate up to 40 guests in 20 cabins, and they are served by a crew of 80 people working around the clock. There is even a security center where constant monitoring of all systems is carried out, because the owner of the yacht is a person of very high status. The exact cost of building Dilbar is estimated at approximately $600 million, and this is not surprising. Every detail here, from the carpets to the railings, is custom-made to create the impression of a floating palace. Dilbar is not just a yacht. It is the pride of engineering, proof that luxury can be grandiose and yet elegant. It seems to say to the world, some boundaries exist only to be crossed. If perfection on the water could be described with one word, that word would be Lana. That is the name of one of the most elegant and impressive yachts ever created by the Italian shipyard Benetti, a company that literally defines the standards of the ultra-luxury class. Lana is a masterpiece 107 meters long, longer than an American football field, and at the same time the largest yacht ever built by the Benetti shipyard. This giant impresses not only with its external grandeur, but also with its technical capabilities. It is equipped with 2 diesel-electric engines that allow it to reach speeds of up to 19 knots and to cover a distance of 5,500 nautical miles without entering port. A crew of 34 people works on board because it takes an entire team of professionals to manage such a sea palace. Inside, Lana feels like a private 5-star resort. There are 8 sleeping cabins, a spacious salon, a dining room with a hand-carved onyx table for 16 people, as well as cozy lounge areas with panoramic windows that offer mesmerizing views of the sea. For lovers of seclusion and relaxation, there is a gym, a massage room, and a Turkish bath made of real marble, created by hand especially for this yacht. But the luxury does not end there. Lana is also a true center of sea entertainment. On board, there is everything so that boredom has not a single chance. Wakeboards, water skis, Yamaha scooters, paddle boards, fishing equipment, several trampolines for diving into the water, and all this is surrounded by impeccable Italian design. Lana's first voyage took place in 2019. She conquered the Mediterranean Sea, stopping off the coasts of Greece, Montenegro, and Morocco. And today, she is available for charters in the Indian Ocean, including the Maldives and Australia. And if you are ready to feel like a billionaire, a week on board, Lana will cost you approximately $2.1 million. But, as they say, for those who live at the level of gods, this is just a drop in the ocean. We continue our sea parade of luxury, and the next star, literally, is Late Star, a yacht that has already made headlines in tabloids thanks to one of the most recognizable actors on the planet, Leonardo DiCaprio. It seems Leonardo's fate is inextricably linked with the sea. After the legendary Titanic, he once again found himself on board a luxurious vessel, only this time without a catastrophe, exclusively with champagne and in the company of friends. In 2020, DiCaprio chartered Late Star to celebrate the 23rd birthday of his girlfriend, throwing a party right off the coast of Los Angeles. And although he himself is not the owner of the yacht, the bill for a week of charter amounted to an impressive $121,000, a sum that for a star of his level sounds almost modest. This yacht, 43 meters long, is not a giant compared to other participants on the list, but its inner world can conquer anyone. It is designed for 10 guests, and each of the 5 cabins is done in its own style, with attention to the smallest details. The master cabin is a true luxury apartment, a queen-size bed, a spacious bathroom with 2 copper sinks, a shower, and a spa bath. And opposite there is a built-in 25-inch television so you can enjoy movies in complete silence, surrounded by soft light and the rustle of the waves. But the main highlight of the interior is the fireplace, a rare luxury even for yachts of this level. And it is easy to imagine DiCaprio, tired of a noisy party, sitting by the fire with a glass of wine, enjoying the warmth and the view of the night ocean. This yacht is not so much about scale as it is about atmosphere, coziness, taste, and elegance that do not need excess. Late Star is about what quiet evenings of real Hollywood legends look like. When it comes to Hollywood, the first name associated with scale and mastery is, of course, Steven Spielberg. The man who gave the world blockbusters that changed the film industry forever simply could not do without his own masterpiece on the water. And that masterpiece became his yacht, 7 Seas. The price? A majestic $200 million. But knowing Spielberg's scope, it is not surprising that it turned into a real movie theater on the waves. 7 Seas is a combination of luxury, technology, and exceptional taste. The vessel can accommodate 12 guests and 26 crew members, providing a level of service comparable to the world's elite hotels. And the director himself, is settled in his personal area, the Master Suite, designed by the famous studio Nuvolari and Leonard Design. This is not just a cabin. It is a secluded world with an office, a private terrace, and a jacuzzi where Spielberg can rest or ponder another brilliant idea for a new film. Yes, it is quite possible that here, under the whisper of the waves, he came up with the concepts for his future hits. On board the yacht, there is an infinity pool located next to a huge 150-foot glass wall that serves as a movie screen. Imagine watching a film shot by Spielberg himself on a screen installed on his own yacht. For guests, there are sports boats 30 and 34 feet long so that, if desired, they can stage an impressive cinematic escape from the vessel. Seven Seas is not just a vessel. It is an ode to cinema, embodied in metal, wood, and glass. Every detail here is like a frame from a film, flawless, thought out, and inspiring. Opening our list is a true legend, Octopus, a yacht that has become a symbol of power, technology, and genuine chic. She first touched the water in 2003, created by the hands of masters of the famous German shipyard Lürssen. The client was none other than the late billionaire and co-founder of Microsoft, Paul Allen. This yacht is the perfect combination of form and function, where every detail is thought out to perfection. Its length is an impressive 414 feet, and it was created as a research vessel capable of making long expeditions around the world without constant refueling. Paul Allen could spend as much time here as he wanted without leaving the ocean. The name Octopus was chosen for a reason. Like its marine namesake, the yacht has spread its tentacles all over the space. It has 8 spacious outdoor decks, and each offers something special. This mega yacht was used not only for recreation, but also for scientific expeditions and marine research. On board, there is a diving center and a hyperbaric chamber that reduces the risks of decompression sickness after dives. And for entertainment and relaxation, there is literally everything: a beach club, a huge outdoor pool, jacuzzis, a hangar for helicopters. In the aft part, there is a unique floodable dock in which the main tender and the mini submarine Pagu, a remotely operated underwater vehicle, are stored. If someone suddenly gets bored with sunbathing, they can simply dive hundreds of meters deep into the ocean and explore the underwater world. The interiors of Octopus impress no less than its size. Every hall, every cabin is a masterpiece of design and engineering. Maintaining such a marvel cost Paul Allen about $17 million a year, but given his fortune of $20 billion, that amount seemed like a drop in the sea. Unfortunately, Allen passed away in 2018, but part of his legacy continues to live in this masterpiece of marine engineering. After his death, the yacht was put up for sale for a staggering $325 million. If anyone has truly earned a legendary yacht, it is Michael Jordan, the first athlete billionaire in the world and the man who rewrote the history of basketball. In 2019, Jordan acquired his personal sea wonder worth $80 million, and as expected, it turned out to be at the level of his reputation: exclusive, powerful, and impeccable. His yacht got a rather daring name, Mr. Terrible, and it fully lives up to it. Its length is 70 meters, and it is a real floating mansion where every detail screams about the status of the owner. On board, there are 8 luxurious cabins, a huge bar, and a dining room where Michael hosts dinners, inviting the best chefs and mixologists from all over the world to enjoy Michelin-level dishes even on the open sea. But Jordan, as a true champion, does not forget about sports. The yacht is equipped with a modern gym where he trains before heading to Caribbean beaches, and a cinema with satellite television and top-class sound for evenings when he wants to simply relax with a cigar and his favorite film. And now, attention. On the deck, there is its own basketball court. Yes, the legendary Chicago Bulls player does not leave his passion even on the water. Even though he is already approaching 60, on the court, he is still the king, wherever he is, in St. Barthélemy, in the Cayman Islands, or somewhere in between. Mr. Terrible is not just a yacht. It is an extension of Jordan's personality, power, confidence, and style that cannot be faked. Here, everything obeys one principle: be the best, on land, in the sky, or on the waves. If all the previous yachts seemed like the pinnacle of luxury, now we are literally going underwater. Before you is Migaloo, a submarine yacht, a unique hybrid in which engineering, extreme experience, and a billionaire's dream of complete isolation from the world have merged. Yes, the phrase submarine yacht itself sounds like fantasy, but Migaloo submarine yacht is a reality capable of astonishing even those who have seen everything. The cost of this wonder is a staggering $2.3 billion. On the surface, Migaloo looks like a luxurious mega yacht, a spacious deck, pools, a bar, jacuzzis, and a beach club. But as soon as the owner presses a button, everything changes. The vessel goes underwater, turning into a private underwater station. This giant capsule can dive to a depth of up to 1,500 feet and move underwater at speeds of up to 20 knots. This makes it not just the most expensive private yacht in the world, but a true technological miracle, as if it came straight from the pages of spy novels. When Migaloo dives, the interior walls turn into transparent glass panels, revealing a mesmerizing view of the ocean depths. You can watch schools of fish, sharks, and rays of light refracting in the thickness of the water glide by. And if the owner wants even more seclusion, there are 2 additional mini-submarines at their disposal that descend from special compartments, the perfect solution for those who want to disappear even from their own crew. Migaloo submarine yacht is not just a vessel. It is a manifesto, a symbol of absolute freedom, where you can leave the world while staying at its center. And perhaps it is exactly this kind of toy that a true villain from James Bond films would choose for themselves. The next yacht in our ranking lives up to its name 100%. Radiant is a true flash of wealth and power, shining across the expanses of the world's oceans. Built in 2009 by the same legendary German shipyard Lürssen, it belongs to Abdullah Al Futtaim, one of the most influential billionaires of the United Arab Emirates. The length of this beauty is 110 meters, the width is 16 meters, and the displacement reaches 5,000 tons. And with all these dimensions, Radiant is capable of reaching speeds of up to 21 knots, because under its hull hides a powerful engine system with a total output of 8,700 horsepower. But technical characteristics are only a small part of the story. The main thing is the atmosphere on board. Radiant can accommodate up to 20 guests and is serviced by 44 crew members, so that everything, from a glass of champagne to the curtains in the cabins, is perfect. The hull of the yacht is made of the strongest steel, and the superstructure of aluminum, which makes the vessel lighter and more maneuverable. The decks are covered with noble teak wood, radiating warmth and luxury. On board, there is everything a person spoiled by comfort can dream of. Several pools, a spa complex, a gym, a beach club, jacuzzis, a cinema hall, as well as a garage for boats and jet skis. And if someone is late for dinner, not a problem. On the upper deck, there is a helipad. But that is not all. Radiant is equipped with a powerful water cannon capable of scaring off pirates. After all, when we are talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, safety becomes part of luxury. The cost of this sea palace is about $320 million, and every cent in it sounds like a statement: I am here to shine. Radiant is not just a yacht. It is a symbol of status, strength, and confidence. A floating skyscraper created to conquer oceans and collect admiring glances. When it comes to the true king of the seas, it is impossible not to mention Azzam, the yacht that, from the moment it was launched in 2017, firmly holds the title of the largest super yacht in the world. Created by the same legendary German shipyard Lürssen, this sea giant amazes with its scale, 180 meters in length. That is almost 2 American football fields placed one after another. But Azzam is not just a huge yacht. It is a piece of engineering art, a true embodiment of power and luxury. Its name translates from Arabic as dedication, and it fully lives up to it. The vessel was built in just 3 years, which in itself seems impossible. Under its hull hides incredible power, 94,000 horsepower, thanks to which Azzam reaches speeds of up to 30 knots, making it one of the fastest yachts in its class. The price of this beauty is about $605 million, and more than 4,000 people took part in its creation. And it is not surprising, because its owner is Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the president of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Abu Dhabi. The interior world of Azzam is kept in strict secrecy, but it is known that the famous French designer Christophe Léonie, who previously created interiors for palaces and residences of Arab monarchs, worked on its design. The vessel can accommodate 36 guests in 18 luxurious cabins, and the permanent crew consists of 60 people. According to rumors, there is a salon of 6,000 square feet inside, as well as a huge 95-foot hall where receptions at the level of world leaders take place. All surfaces are finished with rare species of wood inlaid with mother-of-pearl, and in the central part of the yacht, there is a grand chandelier specially designed so as not to tremble even at full speed. As befits a vessel belonging to the head of state, the master suite of the Sheikh is armored and, according to rumors, even equipped with an anti-missile system and an underwater submarine. Azzam is not just a yacht. It is a floating symbol of power, strength, and human capabilities pushed to the limit. On such ships, people do not simply rest, they rule. If an artist were to draw a yacht of the future, it would look exactly like this. Super Yacht A is the embodiment of boldness and ambition, a vessel that looks more like a spaceship than a sea vessel. Built to the order of a Russian billionaire, this 122-meter yacht costs $323 million and amazes with its design reminiscent of a stealth cruiser. Every one of its lines is calibrated to the millimeter. Every surface reflects light in such a way that the yacht seems to be a ghost gliding over the sea. The interior of Super Yacht A occupies 24,000 square feet, of which almost 1/4 is allocated to the master apartments and the disco. Yes, there is a full-fledged nightclub right inside the yacht, equipped with light panels, sound systems, and a bar, a place where parties for the elite never end. On board, there are 6 cabins for guests, but thanks to movable walls, they can be transformed into 4 spacious suites. Everywhere there are mirrored surfaces and French crystal, reflecting soft light and creating a sense of infinite space. Outside guests are greeted by 3 pools, one of which has a glass bottom directly above the disco. The light refracting in the water creates magic, as if you are dancing under the surface of the ocean. A 30-foot speedboat is built into the hull, and on the upper deck there is a helipad, because the arrival on board should be no less impressive than the journey itself. Super Yacht A is not just a yacht, it is a manifesto, a combination of technology, impeccable style, and audacity. It seems to be created not for the sea, but for demonstrating that human imagination knows no bounds. At number 2 is a yacht whose name speaks for itself. Serene, which translates as Serenity, is not just a vessel, but an entire floating palace belonging to the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. This giant beauty, 134 meters long and 18 meters wide, was built in 2011 by the Italian shipyard Fincantieri, one of the oldest and most respected companies in Europe. But the story of Serene did not begin with the prince. Its first owner was a Russian billionaire, vodka king Yuri Shefler. Over time, the yacht changed owners, but it did not lose its reputation as one of the most luxurious in the world. Its cost is estimated at approximately $330 million, and looking at its equipment, it becomes clear why. On board Serene, up to 24 guests and 52 crew members can be accommodated, who ensure that every moment of the stay is impeccable. The interior impresses with a combination of technology and refinement. On board, there are several pools, including a seawater pool, a spa complex, saunas, a cinema, a bar, a children's area, and even an underwater viewing room where through thick glass you can observe the life of the ocean depths. And that is not all. Serene has 2 helipads that, if desired, can turn into dance floors. Yes, Everything here is created for those who are used to celebrating life in a royal way. But the most impressive element is the snow room. Inside, you can cool down in real snow after the sauna, an extremely rare pleasure, especially when there is tropical sun outside. Serene is not just a yacht. It is an entire world where every corner is imbued with sophistication and every detail breathes grandeur. It is an example of how power, comfort, and grand scale can be combined in one floating legend. These are the most luxurious yachts in the world, symbols of wealth and human ambition. If you enjoyed this sea journey through the world of luxury, give a like, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments which of these yachts you would like to find yourself on.